Hello, it's a pleasure to share with you today via video. I hope that this will be an encouragement and inspiration to you. I grew up in a very small family of 7 children, and my life was normal like everybody else's until I was 4 years old. When I was 4 years old, the area under my jaw began to swell up, and my parents took me to the hospital to figure out what was causing the problem. And they took out my tonsils, they did a biopsy of the swelling, and I had 4 major operations in 2.5 weeks' time. Now, you know, having 1 major operation when you're 4 years old is pretty traumatic. But having 4 of them in 2.5 weeks, well, that can kill you. And after that 4th operation, I actually stopped breathing. But the doctors were able to get me breathing again. Later that week, the doctor came by my hospital room to talk to my parents and tell them that what was in my throat was rhabdomyosarcoma, one of the deadliest types of cancer that there is among children. In fact, at that hospital where we were at in Ohio at the time, the doctor said every child who had been to that hospital up until that time with that type of cancer had died. There wasn't a single survivor. And so the doctor told my parents I had 1 week to live, and my chances of survival were 0. Well, that was over 50 years ago, so it's been a long week. Other than that, 1.5 years I was in the hospital. Twice, I was clinically dead. Once again I stopped breathing, and once my heart even stopped beating. But eventually, after over 1.5 years, as I mentioned, in the hospital, the cancer was gone. The cancer was gone, but my vocal cords were partially paralyzed, my throat was stunted, and I was faced with seemingly insurmountable problems I would have every day for the rest of my life. I had to learn how to talk again. I had to learn how to swallow food again. I had to learn many things. Because the cancer and radiation and chemotherapy had pretty much destroyed my body and my life. And in fact, I keep drinking water when I speak because my mouth doesn't produce saliva enough to lubricate my throat when I talk. So if I want to keep talking, I have to drink water or some kind of liquid to lubricate my throat and my mouth. And so life for me was not going to be easy. Life was going to be difficult. That was obvious. And when I got to elementary school, middle school, and high school, kids laughed at me and made fun of me because I was short, I was different, I talked funny, and they could tell there's something strange about him. And you know, that's what many people do. when we see other people that are different. When we see somebody who we don't like the way they look, or we don't like the way they act, or we don't like something about them, our tendency many times is to laugh at them, or make fun of them, or at least ostracize them and say, hey, I don't want anything to do with you, stay away from me, because you're different, because you don't meet my criteria of somebody that is important enough for me to spend time with. But really, just think how boring life would be if everybody in the world were exactly the same. No, God made each of us the way He wanted us. And each of us are different. We all look different than other people. I mean, some people look similar, but we all have a different features, different hair colors, different eye colors, different things like that. We all like different things. We all talk differently. We all are different. Because that's the way life is. We're all different. And that's what makes life more interesting and life better. The fact that we're not all the same. And so kids, as I said, laughed at me and made fun of me because I was short and I talked funny and I was different. And so when I was in the 5th grade, the last thing that you ever thought would happen happened. God called me to preach. And of course, many people said, wait a minute, God, you can't preach, you can't hardly talk. You have all of these reasons why you can't do that. I mean, it's great that you think that that's what God wants you to do, and it's great that you think that that's what you're supposed to do, but it's too difficult. It's too hard. And you know, life, there's no guarantee that life is going to be easy. There's no guarantee that life is not going to be difficult. We all have trouble. We all have difficulties. We all face life in a different way. But I learned a long time ago that you get out of life what you put into life. And you are the one who determines how your life is going to be. You see, we can gripe and complain and allow all of our problems and difficulties to destroy and ruin our life. We can give up and throw in the towel and say, forget it, I can't do this, it's too hard, I quit. And many people do. Many people allow life and the problems and the troubles and the things that they don't like, they allow those things to ruin and destroy their life. But I learned a long time ago that, as I mentioned, you get out of life what you put into life. And that I can be a lot happier, I can enjoy life a lot more, and I can even accomplish some amazing things in my life when I learn a very critical secret. What is that secret, you ask? I'll tell you. Put others first. Yeah, that's right. That's one of the biggest secrets to life and happiness. Forget about me, myself, and I. That's what so many people in the world focus on. They spend all of their time and all of their attention focused on their own desire and what they want and how their life is messed up and how life has been cruel and unkind to them and so on and so forth. But when we learn to put aside those problems and put aside those difficulties and put aside the problems and troubles that we have in life, and we learn to focus on other people, and we learn to work together, we can make our life better, and we can help make other people's lives better. You see, every person that we come in contact with every day of our life, we impact that person either for good or for bad. We can help somebody have a better day by saying, "Hey, how you doing?" and smiling at them and being kind to them. Or we can ruin somebody's day by griping and complaining and letting life destroy us, and then we destroy other people's lives. Instead of focusing on me, myself, and I, instead of looking at the problem that I've had to face my whole life, I learned I get more out of life when I put others first, and when I seek to use my life to make a difference. When I seek to use my life to impact other people's lives. And when I seek to bring joy and happiness to others, that's what makes life more enjoyable. That's what makes life worth living. And that, my friend, is what each of us should do every day of our life. Seek to make a difference in the lives that we come in contact with. Forget about our problems. Yes, we have to deal with them. We have to deal with pain and suffering and trouble. But we don't have to let those things ruin us. We don't have to let those things destroy our life. We don't have to let those things like cancer and other problems and other difficulties destroy us. We can learn from them, and we can use what we have learned to impact other people and to make their lives better and more enjoyable. I hope that this will be an encouragement to you to take what you have in your life and use it for others. To take your life and make a difference and impact other people. This world, the past couple of years, has been very difficult for very many people, for most everybody really. And it's dark out there in the world sometimes, because so many people are all wrapped up in themselves. Let's learn to brighten other people's lives by making a difference and putting others first. Thank you.